You don't need me to tell you that setting goals and sticking to them is hard at any age, but since I've passed a certain age, I've found it even more challenging. I can't always count on youthful energy or optimism anymore, and sometimes I even have to watch my knees. Still, I want to stay healthy and active well into my senior years. The truth is, I'd let some good habits slip away. Not all at once, but little by little. An extra serving here, a skipped cardio routine there, until I wasn't doing myself much good at all. For a long time, I'd practiced healthy routines mostly out of vanity, a desire to look good and fit into fashionable clothes. But like many women my age, I figured nobody cared what I looked like anymore, so I stopped caring too. My attitude changed the day my doctor told me my A1C had crept into pre-diabetic territory. I'd watched loved ones struggle with diabetes, and I knew how tough it could get with age. Suddenly, health wasn't about vanity. It was about survival. My doctor recommended diet and exercise as first-line treatment. I looked at the charts, and sure enough, I needed to lose about 50 pounds to get back to a healthy range. Spoiler alert, I did it. It took 2 years, and while I didn't cure insulin resistance completely, it's much better now and managed. The lesson? You don't always grab every gold ring, but you still get further than where you started. Trust me, getting started was tough. Honestly, I wonder if I'd have begun at all if I knew how long it would take. At first, exercise left me winded in minutes and exhausted for hours. And yes, cardio becomes fun later, but in the beginning, it's mostly misery. What kept me going was urgency, and I'll admit, wanting to fit back into my skinny clothes. My strategy to get stronger and slimmer. Here's what worked for me, not advice, just my experience. Diet-wise, I cut carbs, added more protein, and swapped rice or white bread for extra veggies and high-fiber wraps. Potatoes were the hardest to let go, but over time I found I could add small portions back without triggering cravings. With exercise, I focused on small wins. An extra rep here, 5 more minutes of cardio there. Over time, those tiny steps stacked up, and suddenly the old hard levels started to feel easy. I'm not a big planner person, so I kept tracking simple. At first, I tracked food until habits stuck. For cardio, I used an app to track heart rate, time, and performance. Even when I couldn't feel progress, the numbers showed me I was improving. I used a weekly planner to jot down notes, reps, cardio results, and of course, my weight. Looking back at those weekly wins kept me going when some weeks it felt like nothing was moving. That's why I designed a simple weekly planner for people like me. You can grab it on Etsy or buy me a coffee if you'd like. I will provide convenient links in the description. But more importantly, I'd love to hear from you. How do you set goals and keep yourself moving forward as you get older? Share your comments, frustrations, or wins. Because we're all figuring this out together. And if you want to stay connected, hit like and subscribe to Old Dog No Trick. Take care of yourself.